What's up, YouTube? It's Gear Gunworks back with a educational video today. So let's talk about flagging, right? Flagging is a topic that needs to be addressed more, I think, because people think sometimes it's funny. People just brush it off. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but I think it is. Some people don't take gun safety as serious, but I'm a guy. I love guns. I'm a patriot. I love America. But gun safety is one thing I will not skip out on because it'll prolong your life, or if you don't know the proper gun safety, it could shorten your life, right? Or hinder you abilities in life. So let's talk about what flagging is and why it's dangerous. So flagging is when your point of aim, so where your barrel's pointed on a plane where your target is. So this wall, right, that you're shooting at, this plane of space where you're shooting at, right, you need to be looking at your target and what's beyond it. That's one of the rules of gun safety. Know your target and what's beyond it. Beyond doesn't mean just what's behind it. Beyond it means what's in front of it, what's behind it, and what's in the peripheral of the target, right? What's left and right of the target. Because there could be your target here and then a guy standing over here. It's not logical to shoot in that direction at that point, right? So flagging is basically when, say this person is here and my target's here, if I unintentionally, like I'm going to put my gun down maybe, if I'm unintentionally pointing, right, my point of aim, and my barrel meets this guy, then I run the risk of injuring that person, man or woman, whatever. I run the injury of injuring that person unintentionally, ending their life, injuring them. So we want to know what our target is and what's beyond it. I've been flagged and I've flagged people, I'll be honest. And that's coming from inexperience, one, and it's just been hunting, really. So inexperience, one, and also getting caught up in the moment, right? So if I'm hunting and I got my sights set on this bird, right, I'm like, man, I really want that bird. It just happened to me not too long ago. You may not see that guy walking in the field and you shoot over his head, or you're flagging him on the way over to that bird. He's like right here and you're flagging him on the way over to that bird, right? So there is very much a need for education on this topic, and it's nothing to joke around, right, with. So think about that. When you're on this plane and you're aiming, what's beyond your target? That's the main thing. And it's mostly common sense, but I get it that some people can get caught up in the moment with things like hunting, being at an outdoor range and doing multiple drills, right? Competitive shooting. So I get that, but it's still not an excuse to throw gun safety out the window. Another thing that I've seen is crossfire. So like Donut Operator, he'll go over police activity and body cam videos of shootings, and there'll be a suspect in the middle, and these officers, like the suspect is right here, and these officers are on each side, and they're shooting at the suspect, but also unintentionally shooting at each other. So be careful with that as well. Another thing is when you're going to bring your gun out, when you're storing your gun, when you're cleaning your gun. So that's 3 situations. Know where your barrel's pointed. It's different when you're cleaning your gun and you have it disassembled and you know that it's not capable of firing. Then looking down the barrel and inspecting it is different. But if it's still attached to the gun and it's still capable of firing, do not look down the barrel. It's not, whether you know you have one in the chamber or not, it's still not proper gun safety. So don't do it. There's been plenty of cases where people have injured themselves unintentionally because they, oh yeah, I know it's clear, and it's not. So make sure that when you're putting it away, You know where the barrel's pointed. Any situation, you're bringing it out. Any situation, know where the barrel's pointed. You're cleaning it, know where your barrel's pointed, and even in disassembly, right? Still the same thing. So that'll conclude my video on flagging. Don't do it, right? It's a mistake that can be fixed. It needs to be addressed more. Gun safety should not be skipped out on. I'm a patriot. I love guns. It shouldn't be skipped out on. But that's all I have to say about that, and thank you guys for your time.